Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over the brand new Gold Master icons. We got 3 new ones that we're going to have to touch on. We also got a bunch of new prime times that are actually pretty significant, as well as a new NHL Moment card. So a lot of content to cover. But guys, don't forget, subscribe to the channel for daily NHL content. If you do enjoy it, please give the video a like, as it does go a long way. And don't forget as well, new sponsor of mine, Gamer Advantage. Again, you see the glasses I'm wearing now. If you are someone who stares at a screen for 6-7 hours a day, whether you're a streamer or just someone who works from home in front of a monitor, something like that, blue light glasses will help you immensely. I no longer get headaches, and it helps me sleep a lot better at night. And using my code NOSLEEVES at checkout will save you 10% off your order. Let's get into today's content. All right, we're going to kick things off with the 94 Eddie Olczyk, 6'1", with Spark and Gladiator. So 3 to Spark, 3 to Gladiator. We're now into the 3 for each synergy tier, and obviously that makes these cards extremely valuable alone just on that. So let's take a look at the 94. Spark is one that almost everyone's going to have activated at this point, so good bet to have that. Speed gets up to 91, acceleration's 92, so the skating isn't all that amazing. However, he does have a really good shot in mid-90s as well with Gladiator activated, which he almost activates himself. Can get a slap shot power up to 99. However, his body check and strength, it really won't help out all that much. And he has 91 face-off, so this is actually a pretty nice card. Now, I don't know if he's going to be worth the 9 icon collectibles, to be honest with you. This is where it's going to be very difficult. Obviously, the synergy help is phenomenal, but you have to think, if this card costs 9, there's going to be a lot of cards coming out, a lot of icons coming out that are going to be absolutely god tier cards. Now, 91 faceoffs is okay, but it's not like the super elite, and his speed isn't anything crazy either. However, this isn't a bad card at all. If you have the silver Eddie Olczyk, maybe you packed it, or you maybe did the upgrade already, he probably is worth it just because of the synergy and, his face-offs alone. So I wouldn't be, I wouldn't recommend doing it, but I wouldn't be stunned if anyone found value in doing it. But definitely a good card. Next up, we've got the 94 Markus Naslund, 3 to Barrage and 3 to Magician. Obviously, Magician, basically he activates by himself and gets all of his deking stats up to 99, which I've talked about many times, is obviously very valuable. He is going to be a strict winger. His faceoff's only 84. And his skating just isn't all that great, even at the 94. He has 89 speed, 89 acceleration, which again isn't bad, but for a winger, you kind of want to see higher. The 3 to Barrage is fantastic, though, because Barrage is a synergy. I think as the game gets later in the year, you kind of want to make sure, just for the defensemen, because while a lot of the forwards will have 99 slap shot, the defensemen are where you kind of want to have that 99 overall slap shot a little bit more, just because the D2D one-timers become that much more prevalent, and Barrage is an important synergy to activate in that case. Same kind of thing as Olczyk, though. 9, it's very steep for 9 icon collectibles, but if you already have the 89, again, I wouldn't blame anyone for doing it, because the synergy combo is pretty nice when you consider the fact he gives 3 to each. And then lastly, we've got the 94 G Carbonneau, one of the most popular lower-tiered icons that came out throughout the year. 3 to Distributor and 3 to Wingman, a great synergy combo. Speed's 92, acceleration's at 91 before Spark, which is great. His shot, kind of mediocre for this stage of the game when you consider a 94 overall card. And his hand stats aren't all that amazing either, deking and hand-eye both at 90. Hand-eye is sort of important for centerman, but it's very low tier. Everything else is 99, though. His face-off's 98, stick checking, defensive awareness 99. Great center. If you have the silver G Carbonneau, I would 100% recommend going up to the gold. It's going to give you an end game center that you don't really need to replace for the rest of the game. He can always be on your 3rd or 4th line, regardless of how good your team gets. And in the meantime, he can be on the higher lines for sure. But definitely a good centerman. Does have 93 body checking to make up for the 5'11" size. So would definitely recommend upgrading to the G Carbonneau. Moving on to the relevant prime times for today. Not a ton that are amazing. I will highlight the 2 higher ones. I mean, they are Sharks, so that's pretty fantastic. 6'2" Evander Kane. Evander Kane always plays really well just because of his size. Light the Lamp does help out quite a bit here in this sense because I'm not a huge fan of this energy, but the accuracy is nice because his wrist shot is nothing crazy. And then Gladiator. Gladiator is kind of whatever just because he's already got good body checking, but it does get his defensive awareness to 90, slapshot power to 95 before other synergies. I'm a big fan of Evander Kane cards just because I like playing with the bigger cards. But I could see a lot of players, if you are, a big fan of Jack Hughes and that's the kind of card you like a lot, then it's probably not going to be good for you to go out and get this Evander Kane card. But I definitely think that there is some value here. I do, I'm not a huge fan of the player-based synergies, but they do kind of help out here. And then we've got the 93 Brent Burns, 6'5" with distributor and shutdown. Man, I don't know what it is. Brent Burns is one of those players in this game every year that just gets like all of the important stats for the position he plays. He just gets extremely low attributes for, except for his size. Obviously 6'5", you can't teach that, and it's a fantastic size for a defenseman. His speed's capped to 88 though. Acceleration can get to 89. And even without shutdown, his accuracy on the slap shot's only 89. He's got a better wrist shot, which is true in real life. And that being said, he's only got 90 deking, and I'm not gonna lie, the real life Brent Burns has got silky mitts. But body checking's 95, defensive 1 to 6 checking are both fantastic as well. I'm curious to see what he's going for right now, because if you can't afford like the master set Dougie Hamilton, it's way too much. Like he's going because of his size, but I think that his speed gets hit a little too hard for the price that he's going for. If he's going for $600K, go get Dougie Hamilton or Philip Myers or someone along those lines, because the synergy isn't amazing, the combo. But if he drops to like 400, I'd pull the trigger at it. But again, he just is his stats that are like, based like a centerman or something. I don't know. It's very, very odd. He's a defenseman with a better wrist shot than slap shot, with low speed, and his deking isn't very good, even though he's a great, someone great deking himself in real life. But I'm not a huge fan of this one, and I haven't really been in game for quite some time. And then lastly, we got today's NHL Moment. It is the 92 Nikita Kucherov with 2 to distributor and 2 to magician. Magician doesn't do a whole lot for Kucherov, but it does get everything to 99, although it was really close to being there anyways. He's got a great wrist shot. He's extremely fast. Acceleration can get to 96. A fantastic left-handed winger. I'm curious to see what he's going for in the auction house, though, just because there's cards that are going to be far cheaper. Like any of the Taylor Hall cards, I think, in my opinion, are better than Kucherov. Like even the 90 overall one. So keep that in mind, but definitely a very, very good option for you in the NHL Moments, Nikita Kucherov. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's content. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and don't forget to subscribe for daily NHL content. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, boys.